And now, introducing Casey Carter.
Hey, it's time for Casey at Night. And let me tell you, it's a production right now. Okay, there's a lot going on, but you know how I do. I am a one-woman production, although tonight I am a three-woman production. I got some folks working things for me. We'll talk about how this all came together on another occasion. But allow me to introduce my special guest for tonight's episode of The Intimacy of Food, Chef Vagn Nielsen. Round of applause. Woo! All right. So, Chef.
Yes.
I interviewed you for ASN Lifestyle Magazine. And one of the things we talked about was the power of the white chef's coat and the apron.
And the apron, yeah.
And the apron. Not just the coat, but the coat and the apron. And I just want you to know, I wasn't going to let Vaughn stand here all powerful and white by himself. You know your girl.
Look at that.
Yes. I had to give it to him.
Oh, I can't do that.
Anyway.
I was just catching on.
That's okay.
On the opportunity, right?
Listen, yeah. I took the opportunity, so, this is my superhero uniform. All right, so Vaughn, again, power of the white chef's coat. I've been running this promo, probably not as much as I wanted to, but I've run the promo of you talking about the power of the white chef's coat. What is that?
I tell you what, very quick, you are kind of throwing a curveball at me right now, because I think this is the power of the white coat, okay? No.
Anyway.
No, I mean, I think that a chef's uniform, the power of the white chef's coat, is just like, think about a state trooper, right? He puts you over, he comes out in his nice uniform. Or think about this general who's about to put all his soldiers out into battle, right? They wear these amazing uniforms. And the chef is the same thing. He's putting his troops, which is his cooks and all the workers in the restaurant, out to battle, but to create an intimacy dinner experience for the customers that's gonna come to his or her restaurant tonight, And that's what this is all about.
And speaking of intimate dinner, what are we starting with here?
We are gonna start with a little salad, and I'm gonna just kind of build that while we're talking a little here. And I look at a plate like a piece of canvas that a painter is painting on. So I am right now creating a little salad, and I love to kind of push it out to the edge of the plate, so we kind of get a little, how do you show that, excitement going on. I think that in life it's all about being able to throw a curveball, even down to where the food is on the plate. So here we have a little artisan lettuce, and I'm gonna put a little micro basil on top just to spice it up just a little.
And what's the deal with the micro basil?
The micro is, it's basically like real basil. It's just grown a little different way, and they make them really tiny and small. And
but it still has a lot of flavor.
The same flavor, and I think it makes them. And I think it's right to say that here.
Hold on, go ahead. You keep talking.
A little sexy, okay? So we're gonna put a couple of mozzarella balls on here, and we're gonna keep everything up around that nice little letters here. And then we're gonna, after that, I'm gonna add a little, again, a lot of things in cooking is all about using the right words. And this is mustard caviar.
Can we just talk about the fact that that's like the beginning of a face right there? Mm-hmm.
Beginning of what?
Of a face. When you before you put the caviar on there, I'm like, that's the hair. Mm-hmm. Those are the eyes.
It could be,
those
yeah. It could be, yeah.
Well, if he had done it this way, those could have been, or on an angle, those could have been the eyebrows.
It could be anything, but I think food also is what you make it to. I mean, I think you can do a lot of creative thinking around a plate of food. Mm-hmm. And this is my favorite. They're called sweetie drops. It's a little spicy pepper that has some sweetness to it, of course. Otherwise, it could not be called sweetie. And then the last thing I'm gonna add to this little plate here is our blood orange. Just think about it, blood orange. Uh-huh. Blood. And we're just gonna drizzle that on top like that. And look how we still have the lower part of the plate clean. And the way you eat that is you can eat it anyway, but you can also just kind of slide it down on that nice clean edge. So here you got our first course.
All right, so my camera woman is going to come around here, let y'all see our first course. This is our salad course, everyone. Purdy. Purdy. Okay, so here's the deal. We're now going to make our way in there to the dining room. And we'll be back in there in the dining room. So just you hold that thought while I show you this.
Hey, Miss Casey Carter. I am Duchess Cashmere, the griot erotica, the pussy preacher, and I come to serve the tea. And I serve it piping hot and artistically nasty. I'm here to tell the stories and teach the children. I got the tips and the tricks to take your sexual experience to the highest degree of pleasure. So come inside the cashmere room and let the Duchess show you the way. Hey, Miss Casey Carter, girl.
Hey, girl, any minute now, I'm going to do your intro. I love it.
I would be honored.
Yeah, there's these little moments where I'm like, oh, okay, put your hands down, girl. Put your hands down. Put your hands down. How are you today, my love?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It was a rainy day today, so we just snuggled and loved all day. But honey, clutch your pearls now and thank me later, cuz today's tea was inspired by you, of course, and it's about the intimacy of food.
Yes. Oh, girl, you know how I feel about that one.
Mhm.
And just in time for today's show, I might add.
Oh, look at that. The universe aligns itself once again. Miss Casey Carter, did you know that the average person has 10,000 taste buds? That's 10,000 pathways to pleasure, if you catch my drift. It gives a whole new meaning to what their mouth do, okay?
Oh, girl. I love how you say 10,000 pathways to pleasure.
10,000.
I've heard that there's several taste buds, and I've
Yes.
heard that your different parts of your tongue taste different things, but would you
Yes.
describe it as
Mhm.
10,000
10,000.
ways to pleasure.
Yes.
It,
Like 10,000 little clits or 10,000 little fingertips right on the tip of tongue.
okay, see, now that you done said clits, we know there's a whole lot of nerve
Okay.
endings packed into them clits, honey.
Girl, I cannot.
So now,
But before you eat,
ugh,
you've got to cook. And right there in the kitchen, the rhythm, the movement, the dance, cooking is a courtship, people. I mean, it's a courtship. It's what we've done for millions of years cooking.
yes, girl. Yes, we have. And every now and then I think about the fact that the first meal that we think about from the Bible isn't the Last Supper. It's the
No.
apple shared between Adam and
Yes.
Eve.
Yes. Yes. She cut the apple and she served it to him. You know, as you and your partner, you ebb and flow back and forth, chop, slice, saute, flambe. The energy exchange is quite powerful. Sauces flowing and spatulas smacking. The heat from the stove raises your body temperature. The smell of the seasonings from sugary sweet to hot like cayenne. Yes, smooth chocolate. Oh my God. It's delicious. It's delicious.
Girl. Girl, I feel like I just had a whirlwind tour with all of that, the sugar, the chocolate, the
Yes.
slapping, the flambeing. Ooh.
Mm, hot fire. You know I come to serve the tea. I encourage everyone to seek out pleasure everywhere, from the bedroom to the basement, right into the kitchen.
I love it. The bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
basement, the kitchen. Listen,
The kitchen.
listen. The garage, the laundry,
Yes.
that walk-in closet. You should
Yes.
miss a nook nor a cranny.
Okay.
Nook nor cranny. That's all I'm saying.
Everywhere, everywhere. Well, Miss Casey Carter, the teapot is empty today. But if you need a little more sugar in your bowl, then you need to come over and see Duchess Cashmere on Instagram at Duchess_Cashmere. And while you're there, use the link tree in my bio to check out the Cashmere Room podcast, especially episode number 9. Power to the pussy. Streaming everywhere you find podcasts: iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Podbean, you name it.
I love it. I love it. Oh my God. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes. And of course, at the end of our little chat, I will run the links so that you don't have to go, wait, what did she say? Where do I go? I got you covered.
Yes.
I got you covered.
Right there. Right there.
I want you
Yes. Look down here. This
to
is where it's at.
stream everywhere.
Everywhere.
Just she's streaming it. It's just flowing like a river everywhere.
Yes.
Ah,
Thank you so much for having me, Miss Casey Carter, to talk about the intimacy of food.
yes, love. Thank you so much for being yet another special part of Casey at Night. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So we are back. And we're lining up our camera.
Yeah, to get the chef in there.
Yes, nice and close.
Well, all right.
So let me be a gentleman here. Get up. That's how it's done. Right? There we go.
Why, thank you, Vaughn.
You ready?
Yes.
One more job.
There we go. Woo. Okay. All right, so you guys were eating while we were watching Duchess Cashmere.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Survey says.
So they say.
Amazing. Fabulous.
Say what you wanted to say.
Oh yes. Delightful chef.
Are you
Delightful.
toasting to that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait.
It's a toast
Toast.
to a delightful dinner. Yes.
Yes.
All the way over there. At the end of the table.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, I haven't gotten into it yet, but I want to hear from you, London. So there's various textures going on. What is that doing in your mouth?
It's creating a wonderful orgasm. It's a mouthgasm.
A mouthgasm.
Mm-hmm. It's a mouthgasm.
Mm.
Especially these mustard calamari. No,
Caviar.
not caviar. It's not caviar. It's mustard caviar.
And what did you say the other name for it was?
Drunken mustard.
Drunken mustard.
Yeah, but I think the mustard caviar, the mustard caviar sounds much sexier.
Sexier.
Yeah.
It's sexy.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, Vaughn, again, I was interviewing you for ASN Lifestyle Magazine, which the interview comes out tomorrow, April 1st, ASN Lifestyle Magazine. And we talked about your most intimate dinner, the flower shop.
The flower shop.
The flower shop.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
The flower shop. There was this very special dinner that I served several years ago for this couple that was celebrating their 1 year anniversary. They had met in this beautiful flower shop. That's a little tiny flower shop. And
that was here in Atlanta.
in Atlanta on Cheshire Bridge, which is actually a very nice strip in Atlanta. A lot of exciting, exotic stuff goes on Cheshire Bridge. If you don't know that, Casey. Okay?
I didn't know that, Vaughn.
You didn't know that? Okay.
What's
well, I need
exotic
to take you on a spin down Cheshire Bridge one day. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah. But anyway, so they met there the year before, and they would always go to this concert in a park called Chastain Park. And on their 1 year anniversary, they would always pick up flowers in this flower shop where they actually had met the year before, like I said. So on their 1 year anniversary, they were going to Chastain Park. And his wife had no idea that they would come in and buy a little flower to bring out there. But instead, they came in, and I was there in the middle of this flower shop. And what I remember was all the smell of all these beautiful flowers. And I was standing in the middle, and I had just flower, rose petals kind of on a walkway up to this round table that was in the middle. And they came in, she was totally surprised, of course. And we had her favorite music piece playing. How do you say, Les Miserables, that thing, yeah. My English is not perfect, but it's okay.
That's okay, that's not even English, so it's good.
Okay. And opened a bottle of Dom Perignon, and it became this very intimate two-person dinner. And what I found so special about it was I'm really in the business where we serve thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
But you can really take, it was so special, and to this date it has been special. But also what was so special was that was the same flower shop that I purchased my wedding bouquet from my wife many, many years earlier than that. So it had two different meanings, and the couple had no idea about that, of course. But to me, it became a very special evening for those two different reasons.
That is awesome.
Cheers.
And it's amazing because, again, it was a flower shop. It wasn't a restaurant. It wasn't, the dining room of their home or the kitchen table. It was a flower shop. So unassuming as it relates to some place that you could have this intimate dinner. Love that. Okay.
I actually think you can have an intimate dinner almost any
Anywhere.
place. It's up to you to make it intimate.
And we won't even talk about his park bench because you're going to have to read my article to hear about the park bench. But to his point, he had an intimate experience at a park on a park bench here in Atlanta with sandwiches and a penny. But again, read my article to find out more about Vagn, the park bench, and the penny.
And the penny.
And the penny.
Which I hope is still there.
It's still there.
Yeah.
I say we all need to go to the park and look for the penny. Or I say, CoCo, get to the park first. Put the penny under the bench. And then we go to the park.
That's my penny.
Yes.
I feel so picky over here. Like, I have literally
listen.
just devoured this
If I
salad
wasn't-
itself was just amazing.
Well, and can I just say, I feel like I'm so far behind here because you two ladies have cleaned your pussy.
Listen,
Well,
not
not
quite,
almost.
almost. There's
I
still
eat
some
fast.
mustard caviar on here.
Right, and it's so good. It's like it's sweet.
Well, you know what? Actually, what it is because the mustard, it has that kind of tartness, but then like when it hits with that blood orange,
You
is that what that is?
No. Let me tell you what it is. When you put these small mustard seed in your mouth, then
You like putting
taste them. Let me
spicy
tell
stuff
you
in my
about.
mouth?
I think a lot of people don't understand our mouth. What really happens when we put food into our mouth, right? Our mouth has what is called taste buds, and the taste buds get activated when something goes into them. And the taste buds are actually, and this is really true, I learned that very early on. They have like small, in the back of your mouth, it's like small holes, if you can say it like that to be understanding. So the idea is that when we taste something, it activates the taste buds. It sends a message to the brain. It tastes good. So think about this. If you have a potato, the potato is big, it don't activate the taste buds the same way as mashed potatoes does because it goes in. So, you see, it's all about activating your brain.
There's a science to food, people.
All I have to say is
Yeah.
thank you for never putting. Actually, thank you for putting good stuff in my mouth and just activating all those little holes.
Okay, well.
So many different ways.
Now,
okay.
I like
That's
that.
all
Okay.
I'm saying.
Activated.
Can I
Can I
not
just
just
say-
say that? He just said that.
He did.
And
said
here's
that.
the thing. Here's the thing. Duchess Cashmere we just had this conversation with the 10,000 taste buds and the comparison to 10,000 clicks.
That's
And now I'm listening to him describe what's going on with the taste buds and the hole in the taste bud and how the
Yeah.
flavor gets into
Activating
the
the holes.
But you know,
I like
Oh,
my
it-
whole
it is interesting as
I
you
love
can
my
see.
holes being activated.
I have-
all of them.
I have
Not just the
natural
ones in
gray
my
hair,
mouth.
okay?
Okay.
That means I'm an older gentleman, right? I'm just being smart now, okay?
Okay.
And I learned many, many years ago when I was young with not gray hair that I remember being in culinary school and that was one of the courses
If you
we
activate
were
a
taught.
woman's holes,
How
she'll love you forever.
about that? And I think a lot of times, food is more than just, it's all what happens to it. How does it activate all different things? And it's about the eyes. There's so many things to food that not only makes it exciting, not only make it taste food, but also make it kind of, a little more than exciting. It's like into this intimacy thing.
Right.
I mean, it really is, and the older you get, the more you get to understand that.
Yeah. And I will say though, in all seriousness, the granular texture of the mustard caviar, when it sits on your tongue and you allow it to roll around on your tongue, it really does genuinely sink in. Like the flavor seems deeper.
Is it like something you want to swallow?
swallowing is fun.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking. I mean,
Yes,
it creates the anticipation to the swallow. I mean, you gotta play
I'm
with
about to
it.
do what she did because I'm greedy.
Savor all that stuff in your mouth, all those holes,
Mhm.
and then you swallow.
Mhm.
So,
That's
Chef,
right. You should
I
swallow
did it.
because it tastes
It
good.
makes you want to swallow.
They like pop in your mouth, and you just want to swallow all of it,
all of it.
all of it.
I
Give
think
it to
I'm
me.
gonna pour myself a little more red wine because
He's not ready.
because
I
met my match.
Okay.
I've met my match.
What?
I love you.
So
No, because I am worse.
so
But we're gonna put more stuff in our mouth.
like
together.
I said, 10,000 holes, 10,000. All right.
10,002.
Mm.
Sound like God.
That mustard caviar is delicious.
It's hitting the right way.
So,
And,
thank you, Chef.
and then you have to admit, like with that blood orange vinaigrette, correct?
Yes.
That I think is what really did it, because like I tasted a little bit of the blood orange before, and then like when it mixes with the mustard, it gives it a different sensation. It's like I have to swallow this quickly, and all of it. It's a blast of flavor. It definitely is. It definitely
what
is.
you call it?
A blast
A
of
blast
flavor.
of flavors.
It's
I
a
like that
blast.
expression. Thank
yeah,
you.
I think that's accurate.
That's
because
what it is.
The literally the mustard caviar, like I said, when it's on your tongue and you allow it to roll around and then you bite down on it, that's what it feels like.
And with the what's the tiny leaves called?
The
basil.
Micro basil.
Micro basil. Is it something has like a peppery taste
Micro
to it?
basil.
The micro basil. It's the micro basil. A little
I think there's a
bit.
little sweetness to it. I mean,
Something has a little bit of a peppery little something to it.
That could be the arugula.
Oh yeah, it's probably the arugula. Yeah, this. This
But
has
on the
this
steak-
has like a burst. It's not sweet, but it is sweet. It's so weird, but it's like I'm gonna give you sweet, but like a herbal sweet. I think it's just everything because
like
it really is.
Yeah,
It's a herbal
because
It's a
it
good
gives
one.
me that grass. I mean, like that green, because it's like you think when you have a salad, like I've always at home, I'm that person that wants to like drench my whole salad
With dressing.
with dressing.
No, and
this
this-
is a good.
which-
It makes you appreciate it more.
Right, which is why the drizzling of it
And then
on the
having to
front as
move it
opposed
down
to on
into-
the
That's
because then
the-
you take it as you want it.
Exactly. That's the
So
whole
with
idea.
salads, you have to like move
Yeah,
it
I
down
mean,
to
you kind
get-
of, the whole idea is that you want, I mean, you're somewhat in control of your own plate, right?
Scooch it
Yes,
down.
in
But
control.
remember, I was in the control of the
the plate.
presentation.
Yes, you were.
I just want to make sure I know.
And you know what? That though does contribute to the experience, right? Because eating food isn't just a taste. It is a visual experience. It is a smell. Mom came back here earlier to say,
Where's mine?
the house, like,
Where's mine?
fragrance has filled the house. So food
And that was
really,
just the salad.
right?
That was just the salad.
We hadn't gotten to the good part yet.
Right, the salad.
All right, so we are now going to break to do our entree plates, and we'll be back. So we're about to. This is like, you know how we huddle up and then we go break, and then everybody gets up. Like everybody's about to get up. So just go with the flow, people.
Put more stuff in our mouths.
This one over here, I swear.
I'm
Okay.
just like
All right,
to
let's go,
swallow.
folks. Time for course 2.
Course two.
Yes.
I'm feeling like an empress right now. Loving it.
I mean, just eating, just putting it in. It's giving eating a whole nother meaning of stuff. I love.
There is certain amount of power around the white chef's coat and the long white apron, right? I mean, you put yourself in control. Like, I got you. I own you for this moment when it comes to the food. And you are at my mercy because I'm the cooker, okay? And there is a certain amount of, I enjoy that I'm in control of that part. Am I moving into the wrong area here?
Oh no! This Sorry, y'all. I told you we putting it together. Sorry.
Oh, that's beautiful. I need my phone. I need to.
That's more than that, though.
Yes, girl, take some pictures. I'm gonna take some. Okay. I mean, how did you get this excited about food? I love food. That is love.
All right. So, thank you to Mom for letting us know there was no sound, and appreciate that. And okay, so before you come all the way over, woo 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 woo, you CoCo, the one before you come all the way over. Do me a favor, just push that down a little bit.
Can I push it real good?
That.
Oh, that's too much.
Yeah, go back a little bit.
Go push it.
Are we on live now?
Yeah.
Yeah. CoCo,
Good.
you were saying something about you could not hear what Casey was saying to you, and you're trying to date an eye doctor. Is there not an ear doctor next door? Wow. I mean, I just wondered because you kept on walking. I just had to rub it in.
Oh my God! What if he actually sees this?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Freaky. Because he's meant to. Oh my God. He's meant to, and that means y'all meant to be together.
If
Don't be sorry. It's divine guidance. I feel like I'm the reddest black girl ever.
No. I mean, if he can't handle that,
oh my God,
then he's not the right guy for you. Okay?
Oh my God.
This is true.
Yeah,
this is true.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited. It's so pretty. I'm like,
oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah, use this as a. I already know it's gonna be good.
Oh
But
my
I got to
God.
take this as a.
Oh my God.
I don't think I got enough pictures. It's so pretty.
Okay.
Does it melt in your mouth?
Yes.
Does it taste fishy?
No. Okay. Oh
No.
my God.
This don't taste fishy.
Okay. So I don't know how much y'all missed, but we're having sea bass, sauteed spinach. What is that? Peeled asparagus?
Yeah.
This is sea bass?
It's sea bass, yeah.
Yes.
How do you peel asparagus?
So Casey, I'm going to help you a little bit the way you describe the plate.
Please describe the plate.
Because I think about this. You're sitting here in this, whatever you're trying to do, we're talking about the intimacy of food, right? And it's all about the wording.
Yes.
And I think
Professional
that
at this.
if we really, okay, so if I were to invite you to my house tomorrow night, and
what time? I'll be there.
we figure that
I
out.
got an invite too?
No, this is just me and Casey now. It's just Casey and me, okay?
I'll wash dishes.
What
about this? You can put it in my mouth in your kitchen.
Okay.
Okay.
Enough for you for a second.
Yeah. So if I was going to invite you, I would prepare myself before you would get to my house. And I think that's a very important thing if you really want to think about it. If you want to create an like an intimate, what do you call it, intimacy night or whatever it's called? Intimate night, right? I think doing a little research about the meal, about what goes on, you have sometimes something to talk about, you know? And I think I actually love to do that. I think it's fun if you do research ahead of time. You have a little story to tell about this and that, a little about the sea bass, how is it caught and all that things. So if you're really trying to impress somebody, you do that, and they think you know everything in the world, but you really don't.
But you know what you need to know about this sea bass.
Yeah, but you have to use the right words.
Okay, so tell me, Vaughn,
So
what are the right words for this sea bass?
Here we have sauteed spinach that is sauteed with a little caramelized garlic, and then that is topped with peeled asparagus that is cooked in a little lightly salted water, and that is topped with a lemon crusted sea bass that is coated with a mushroom, or actually a curry flavored mushroom ragu. So you got a whole different way of.
Since I didn't prepare the food, I could not have said those words to you. Therefore, you had to say those words.
Exactly.
Yes, and then let me just say, for as fancy as it sounds, it tastes even better. Tastes even better.
And we mentioned that it's a sweet curry and not like that spicy curry that comes to mind.
Right, which turns some people off. So this is
so good.
And think about what we talked about earlier, and I'm not trying to keep rubbing it in.
No, rub it in.
But it is
Rub
about.
it in.
Okay, I'm rubbing it in then.
Thank
in
you.
all the holes.
It's the power. It's the power. It's the
Power
power
of the white chef's coat.
Okay.
I believe in the power. I
Oh.
receive the power. And listen, I will speak for the power.
Okay.
I will
Thank you.
swallow the power.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
Ben.
What were you saying, Chef?
I'm a throat baby.
I was saying, I mean, it is about the power of the white chef's coat. And we didn't talk about that. But I think a lot of these chefs in these restaurants, they love the idea that people come into the restaurant and they are kind of in control.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like a captain on a ship. And he's standing up there on the top of the ship with his white coat, right? And people come in and they sit down and we go out to Miss Casey, Miss CoCo, Miss London, and what do you want tonight?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they say the best thing you can do to a chef is when you say, you decide. So now he's in control, right?
Right. Now he's
Now he's
officially
in control, right?
Officially
Yeah.
in control.
And if he's real smart, he will say, if there's something you don't like, I want to know how far I can go with you. And then he just go out and he make things in his kitchen.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave that thought there.
Yes, and I want now for those of you who are in the lifestyle, you heard him say something about the chef asking about how far he could go.
Consent.
So right there, right there. See what I'm saying?
Even chefs show consent.
Right there.
Sexy. Consent is sexy. Consent is very sexy. So sexy.
Right. Let me tell you, this is why you come to watch Casey, because we're here eating food, right? And yet you are still getting educated on consent. You're getting educated on the stimulating of different senses, whether they're here or they're there.
Ooh, holes.
The holes.
Or the
Yes.
filling holes.
Filling.
Because I'm not going to lie, my nipples are kind of aroused right now because food is
food.
Wait, hold on. I just want to go ahead.
Don't y'all get me kicked off YouTube, okay?
Oh no!
I've been kicked off Periscope, and they're letting me back. So don't get me kicked off again.
Everything
and I
is
got
covered.
kicked off for stuff. Yeah, but folks are sensitive.
Really?
Oh, they're sensitive.
Why are they watching it if they're sensitive?
Because they're in control of it. But that's another story for another day. So, Vaughn, time for dessert.
Time for dessert.
Mm-hmm.
That's always, well, I'm not saying it's the best part of the dinner, but it can be
Exciting.
the most exciting. It's kind of, look at it, it's like the last step before what happens after dinner, right?
Yes. Speaking of which, I'm going to play a video for you all of another dinner that I had with CoCo and Chef Vaughn, where Chef bought us the most delicious of desserts. But it was in his explanation of the dessert that I was like, wow, that just goes to show you it doesn't take a chef to create a sexy dessert.
Which dessert?
You're going to have to watch the video to see.
I was there.
I know.
I'm like, but he put so much in my mouth.
Okay, girl.
Okay.
Why does everything I say have to be perverted?
I don't know. You tell me.
Because it's the intent you put into it. He put a lot of stuff in my mouth. Who had the intention there?
Anyway, all right. So, really quick, the idea behind the intimacy of food is what you see here. It is the camaraderie. It's the exchange of conversation. It's the appreciation of food. Along with Chef's dessert, I'm going to also show you one of my favorite meals, which cannot quite compare to this arrangement here by Chef, but it still means a lot to me. So while these ladies finish their plates, Chef and I are going to move to the dessert course, and we'll be back.
So we
All
get
right.
up?
Yeah. I can't get out unless you get up.
Well, you sit and I'll pull the chair out.
Ooh, fancy.
You know, there we go.
So good.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
gonna say it again, chef. Delightful.
Thank you for putting it in my mouth.
Delightful, chef. It's so good.
Oh, right?
The sweet. The
You know when they put
salty.
something good in your mouth and then it puts you to sleep?
Mm.
That's what I need. I like it when you just fill all those holes and then put me to sleep.
I feel my ancestors being happy for me. They are proud of me.
Okay.
They're opening my palates
And swallowing.
Oh, here we go.
Tasting.
swallowing everything. Swallow it.
Peanut butter and jelly is one of my favorite childhood sandwiches. My parents referred to peanut butter and jelly as choke and slide. I don't know if it's because I put too much peanut butter on the sandwich, if it's the way the jelly oozes out between the bread, but I grew up eating choke and slide. Peanut butter and jelly is one of my favorite childhood sandwiches. Love, love, love peanut butter and jelly. I love how the peanut butter gets stuck in the corner of your mouth and the jelly just sort of coats and glazes your lips. But the most fun for me is my parents refer to peanut butter and jelly as choke and slide. I don't know if it's because of the excessive amount of peanut butter that I use or if that's just their thing. But if you ever wondered why Casey is Casey, I grew up eating choke and slide. Bye.
All right. We are back. Okay, so Chef is about to do dessert. And I just want to stand here and look at my blue lipstick for a second.
This is fabulous.
Hold on. Where's my blue lipstick? Did I do
Right
that?
there. Right there. Behind the Waffle House.
The Waffle House.
Okay. All right.
So here we are.
All right.
All right.
Okay. There it is.
There we go. Here we go. Yeah. So you're gonna lead me now?
Ooh.
Yeah. Why not? We're on the dessert part now.
I was gonna say. Whew. Okay. Y'all missed my face on that one. All right.
It's gonna be tricky in trying to get us and the dessert. Okay,
So what do we have here?
we have, first of all, we have Leonardo's La Manchalo. La Manchalo. Leonardo is a friend of yours, you said?
Yes, he's a good friend of mine. Actually, I was on a trip with him to my native country, Copenhagen, Denmark, Copenhagen, 2 years ago, and I always wanted to have to be a tour guide where I'm from in Denmark. So we made a little trip there, and
this is his limoncello, and he gave me this bottle, and I said, I want to make a dessert out of that. So tonight, I made a limoncello cold souffle. I'm gonna top it with a little Dutch cocoa, like that. And you know, so people may wonder, why is there 5 desserts? There's 5 because one is for your mom. You know,
One's for mom.
One is for mom, okay?
Because mom let us use the house.
Yeah. And I'm sure she's saying she can't wait to get that dessert. So I'm gonna take this little tiny thing off here, and here we go. I'm gonna drop it down in the sink like that.
Do you lick it?
You can lick it if you like, but I mean, it is probably lickable.
We like lickable stuff.
Yeah, actually, you know,
put
when
your
you
finger in
take
it
your
like
finger and turn it
I put
around.
my finger in
Yeah,
it.
it's very, it's
I
very
see you
good,
putting
yeah.
your finger in it.
Yeah.
You're
But
making it look tasty.
yeah, so here we go. So we're gonna put right here.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, huh?
Okay, if
course.
I wasn't concerned about. Nice. Hold on. Bump it.
Lick it real good.
Yes.
Mm.
Casey likes it.
Yeah, sucking on it too.
It's foreplay.
Right?
Now that definitely needs to be followed by a shot of limoncello. And then I think,
Now you let me sample this before, and it is definitely strong.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is smooth.
it's smooth.
That
And
it is. And you
this
said that it's a little sweeter for
has a little
American
sweetness
taste.
to it, yeah. So here we go. We have a limoncello chill souffle served with a shot of Leonardo's homemade limoncello.
Yeah.
I mean, it cannot get more sexy than that.
It's so sexy.
Swallowing yellow stuff.
It cannot get more sexy than that. I'm just saying.
I mean, after all, it is Italian, right? Think about it, right? I mean, there's just something about when we have these things from Italy. So,
Italy.
that's it.
Spoon.
All right, so we're gonna move this on into the dining room.
Yep.
Well-
as soon as I'm gonna play. Hold on. I gotta
Play with
find.
the holes or the buttons.
Okay.
That was
Wait,
an honest
hold
question.
on. Here we go. Vagn and the brownie.
This is just a brownie I went down to buy at the store, right? Down to the QT gas station for the ice cream. So if you as a grown man can't figure that out, you do not deserve to get laid tonight.
Say it again, Vaughn. Say it again.
If you as a grown man can't figure out how to put this simple dessert together, you do not deserve to get laid tonight.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, so we're back. We are back for our dessert. Okay, so I'll be right back. I got to serve mom.
So I am gonna sneak in this one right here for you.
Thank you, Chef. Next time I'm gonna get you.
So are we on now?
Chef.
And Casey's gone?
Shanty gonna give it to Mom.
Yeah, but are we on live without Casey? So we can say anything we want to say about Casey now?
We can.
We can.
Casey is the
Okay.
most beautiful, big-breasted woman I know.
So that's your thing. And what is your thing before Casey gets back?
My thing is, Casey is the sexiest, big-breasted dark lip wearing, glitter in his having.
Yes, that is me.
So now it's my turn, right?
That is me. Dark lipstick wearing,
glitter having.
Did you say something?
Burpees.
Yeah, we said big breasted.
Yes.
I caught that part too. I know that's me. That's me. In all my glory.
All that.
I just want you to know, Mom said the limoncello souffle is orgasmic.
Okay.
She
Your
just
mom
put
said
it in
that.
her mouth. Yes, Mom.
Your mom said that.
She just.
Where's your mom?
How do you think I got like this? Okay. I learned.
I learned it from you, Mom.
Okay.
From you. All my
Listen.
perversions.
One of these days, I'm gonna tell you all the things I learned from Mom.
I heard a couple, and I'm very inspired. Oh wait, we gotta do this shot. We gotta
Oh.
swallow. I mean, I've been
Yeah.
talking about all this
So-
swallowing.
I don't know, but I love to take this very special opportunity to make a toast.
Please.
I really do. I think it's also important when we are around a table, and that makes it kind of intimate. When we make a toast, we are not afraid to express our feelings to each other. And I think that can always be done in a toast.
Yes.
So I like to make a toast to, of course, great friendship, beautiful women, but also the fact that we can sit here and talk about food in a whole different way, respectful, but at the same time with a way to make the perfect layout to a beautiful evening. So toast to great friendship and all the great things that come with great food.
Yes.
Cheers.
Toast.
Yes.
Cheers to all of you.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us tonight. And, you know, if you've been following me from the beginning, you know I have technical difficulties. I don't really care. We just keep going. So appreciate you, Lorenzo, for giving Mom the heads up, because we'd have done the rest of the show in silence on your end at least. But cheers to you. Wish you could taste this limoncello, because it is bomb.
So good.
Ooh, Lorenzo. So remember the Italian ice, the Martinellis or whoever, the Italian ice? That's what this smells like. Literally the lemon flavored Italian ice from when we were kids. Ooh.
But it's the
Oh my
it's
God.
the cocoa.
Right?
It
You know
is
what I'm
good.
talking about,
It's
right?
the cocoa on top that like gives it that extra.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not that part.
Well,
This part.
Oh,
Yeah.
from the little Hispanic lady
CoCo.
that just be walking up
In
the
the
block.
There is
Yeah.
a reason there's CoCo on top of the dessert.
Mm.
Let's get
I love
all
you.
that out in the open, okay?
I love you.
I'm so glad you being from New York, you know exactly
I know exactly what she's talking about because that's what's making me homesick, especially in the warm times.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. See, London, New York. She
I'm
know.
a New York baby.
She know. But let me just
Oh,
here.
that is so strong.
Here. Oh. You no?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Want a shot? No,
No.
swallow it. More for me? Okay.
So
Swallow it. Just swallow it.
one of these days, I'm gonna have a full-on dinner party. You might get invited. You just might win a chance to have dinner with Casey.
That's 11.
Just keep that in mind. Not in 2021, because I'm gonna need you to get a shot first. But I'm just saying.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Listen, I get my shot tomorrow. I am so excited. For those of you in the Atlanta area, Atlanta Motor Speedway, you don't have to get out the car. You just roll on in. Bing, bang, boom. Roll on out.
Don't go too fast. It is Atlanta Motor Speedway, right?
Yes.
You still have to slow down, right?
Well,
You have to slow down.
You gotta
okay.
come to a full
Yeah.
stop. But yeah, I'm like, I was so tickled to be able to go to
Wow.
to go to Atlanta Motor Speedway, because I originally made an appointment somewhere in LaGrange, which is over an hour from here. I didn't really want to do that appointment, so I was tickled that I could go to Atlanta Motor Speedway because it's basically down the highway for me. And this one over here, I'm sorry, I'm like looking at the screen, and in my peripheral, she's over here like having a moment with her souffle.
I've never had a souffle before.
Really?
Never.
Well,
It's my
you know,
first.
in life, there's always a first, right? And I think let's talk about. I don't know how far we are, but we always remember our first, right?
Yes, we do. I'm gonna remember my first. I'm gonna talk about Chef Vagn and his souffle. How I enjoyed it with Casey and CoCo. My first. You broke my souffle cherry. So it fulfills some holes in your mouth.
It's very
all
nice.
the holes, all 10,000.
Yeah.
What is the souffle made of?
It's like a little cream, a little
Who's cream?
powder, a little magic dust.
A little magic dust.
And limoncello.
Yeah.
It's all about the limoncello.
This is so super.
So,
light.
Yes.
Did you make the cream?
Did I what?
Huh? Okay.
Did I mix the cream?
Before
Did I make the cream?
Before I get kicked off YouTube.
You're not gonna get kicked off. He said there's cream in it. It's cream.
There is cream in it.
Right. So did you make the cream?
I whipped the cream.
Oh, you whipped it? Did you whip it real good?
I whipped it real good.
Oh, good.
On speed number 3.
Oh. With attention. You beat that cream good.
I beat that cream good.
What's the attention you put into it?
I beg your pardon?
What's the intention you put into it?
What was the intention I put into it? For it to rise.
Oh.
See? I mean, you're putting work in my mouth, right? I mean, it's just coming out, right? It's just coming out.
That's the purpose of beating
it. Coming out, right? Standing up, right?
People act like I'm such a pervert.
Don't you want to be at dinner? This is what the intimacy of food is all about, okay?
Well, I think if you can talk about it in these kind of ways, then
we're talking about it in regular sort of ways.
It's all about.
Y'all are just taking it out of context.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. We're just talking about beating it so that it'll rise.
Beating it.
I did not
so
say that
it'll
was
rise up.
And so that we can get the cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I like the cream.
I like the cream too. It's easier to swallow.
I like it.
It's got a little sourness to swallow, but it's okay.
It got a nice razzle dazzle to it with the cocoa on top.
We have to be honest. This was not pre-practice. This is just coming out of our mouth.
Freestyle.
Just coming out of our mouth.
All right, y'all. See, this is exactly why I have to do this. Because you never know what's going to happen. So, ideally, we'll be having dinner at least once a month. We'll
Will
see.
I be the chef or cooker, or I'll just come by? Where am I the cooker every month?
You want to be the cooker every month?
Are you saying cooker?
You can be
cougar.
The cooker.
No,
not
the
the
cougar.
cougar.
I'm the cougar.
I like
You're the cougar.
cougars.
I like the cougar.
Are you a cougar?
She is the cougar.
Are you
Yeah,
old enough
I'm
to be a
the cougar.
cougar?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's my favorite.
Okay, so
You
what am
should get on her level.
I'm older than you. What am I then?
A panther.
A panda. Okay.
No.
There's
What would you
cougars,
be?
there's
What would you
cougars
be?
and sugar daddies.
Oh,
And I mean, based off of this,
He's
you
a
the
sugar
sugar daddy.
That is true.
Yeah.
You
you
are
go.
giving us
You
all
are
that.
the
There you
daddy
go.
of the sugars.
Okay.
Because, well, think about this. You spoil us with sugaring.
I love it.
You put a lot of stuff in our mouths, and we all get excited about what you put in our mouths. So yeah, you will be a sugar daddy.
Okay.
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 Anyway, Vaughn.
I cook another souffle.
With some cocoa
So
sprinkled on
listen,
top.
you always have an open invitation
Thank you.
to prepare a meal.
I love that.
Yes, especially because they're so doggone.
I've never said this is a decadent meal, but chef, this is so decadent.
Ooh.
Look at you. I'm glad you're not going to choke on them big words.
Yeah,
I know. I've been preparing. I've been practicing to be able to use these words. This is decadent.
Okay, so
That is decadent.
here's the other thing.
That's a good one.
One of the reasons I invited London, aside from the fact that she recently celebrated a birthday. Oh, and let me just say, shout out to Naomi Bolse, who I also invited but couldn't make it. And I invited her because her birthday was, a hot second ago?
It was the other day. I just threw her a tea party.
Right. So I wanted to bring Naomi as well. These beautiful women have performed at my event here in Atlanta.
This is yours.
And I wanted to not only have them partake in this special moment because they both recently in the last month or so have celebrated a birthday, but I also want to okay. I also wanted to introduce London to the location because I am inviting the ladies to be a part of a special dinner over the summer months when we can be outside at the pool.
It's a beautiful pool, by the way.
So
if he keeps cooking, I am not going to get in a bikini.
That's what I want to know. What's the dress code by the pool? I just want to know, okay?
Well, remember, the pool is over the golf course, so we have to be respectful of that.
Oh.
But anyway, all right, y'all. So listen, I'm about to disconnect from y'all because I don't have a watch on, but I think I'm trying to see across the room.
9:06.
No, we passed time. Listen.
They're still there though. Yeah.
I know. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being a part of the intimacy of food. I wish you all many, many, many blessings.
Swallow your life's dreams.
Okay. Swallow your life's dreams.
Yes.
All right. Until we meet again, which is next Wednesday. Good night.
Good night.
Cheers.
Yay.
Now I gotta go work the camera. So hold on.
I don't know.
We're still here for y'all.
Got the itis. I'm not here really. I got the itis.
Girl, you weren't supposed to get itis.
Are you kidding? Putting all that stuff in my mouth?
So you cutting it off?
All right. So thank you for being here tonight. Look, I got blue lipstick on my chin. All right, y'all. Bye. Yes, Dad can come upstairs now.
Okay, so let me give you.
Wait, Mother. See what happens? All right, bye, y'all.